Hi, this is Erin Yarkowski, and I'm going to explain to you and show you how I have introduced the course to the students and how they know how to get started. Once they click on the link on their courses homepage, this is what will pop up. They'll initially get a welcome, as well as any further news items will be listed here. It gives a brief introduction about me and how to get a hold of me. Once they do their student introductions, I have also already completed a little bit more formal introduction of myself. This kind of just tells them what features they'll be using as Carmen as far as the content tab, the activities, which include Dropbox, discussion board, and quizzes, the people, which is the email list for their classmates, and grades, where they can find their grades and rubrics. It also tells them they need to score at least an 80% to pass each module. Once they're familiar with the content, they're to click the Start Here link under Content. But if they need technical assistance, they can call the Extension office, which they're all well aware of that phone number from being in 4-H and counselors already, or they can contact me directly. And also there is a discussion board that's been set up for course questions. Here's also my contact information. So then once they click on Content, they'll be brought to the table of contents, and the first thing that should show up is the Start Here, which tells them another hello and welcome, to please watch the course introduction video and then proceed to the course outline. So the course introduction is a screencast similar to what I'm doing now that tells them the features and locations of things they need to know, and also briefly goes through one module as an example. Then they're instructed to look at the course syllabus. The course syllabus has a lot of information that also pertains to the first standard. Here again is my name and information, how they can get a hold of me. This is a description and the purpose of the course, which is what, hopefully what they hope to learn, that will help them to be better camp counselors. Also tells them the class time, any prerequisites. The only thing they have to have is to be formally accepted as a camp counselor. It'll be offered at this point in the fall and in the spring, and that may vary depending on the need and how things evolve with the course and with camp. General information, which is also part of the first standard, which they will need to be able to use Word, PowerPoint, Excel, cut and paste items, use Flash Player, Adobe Acrobat. And then the course objectives, they're directed to the course outline that has it very nicely laid out for them what they need to do. Once again, grading is here. A pass-fail will be given at the end of the course, but they must receive at least an 80% in each module. So at least this way it lets them know a little bit more that it's not just an overall 80%, but they do have to get at least 80% in each module so that we can be certain that they have somewhat mastered the content in order to keep everybody safe. Due dates are listed in the course outline. This goes through some policies and housekeeping items that they will need to know as far as how long it will take me to get back with them, and complete policy. Policy for student conduct and participation, somewhat of the online etiquette as well. Brief comment about any potential disabilities that may affect them taking this course, and as well as diversity. Here's also a little bit more information about technology that will be required for the course, including email, preventing viruses from coming back to the course and the extension office as well. So once they go back to the Start Here and they've reviewed the video and the course syllabus, this is where they talk about support services. This probably will not pertain to many of our participants, but it may, and if they have a reader for their computer, all of these are completely accessible, and if they have any difficulty or questions, they can contact the actual distributor of that technology for further assistance if we're unable to help them. And also, here is their place where they introduce themselves. This tells them what I would like to see in that thread to be able to have somewhat of that classroom feel. So when they click on the Introduce Yourself here, they're taken to the discussion boards, and I've already started that introduction for them. So they'll just need to click on there and reply, or they can also start their new thread, which would give them a place to tell me, and the other classmates about themselves. Once they're done with the Start Here section, they are directed then to go and start with each module, and the content will eventually be placed into these modules. So that is how I introduce the course to the students to have them get started. Thank you for your time.